Welcome back to the Awkward Thinking Podcast. I'm Naj, aka Stacks.
I'm Vince.
And we are the Awkward Thinkers. Woo! Yes!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yes, so glad to be back. Oh shit! I didn't know how long that was.
Talking about glad to be back. Where the fuck was you at?
It's the summertime, man. You know, this is me saying summertime. It's the hot boy season. So you know, with that, you know, a lot of people. And today, actually, you know, in today's episode, we're gonna be talking about dating, crushes. What else we're gonna be talking about?
We gonna be talking about some sneaky links.
What else?
Hoes,
housewives. Yeah, y'all like that, don't you?
Body counts, all that.
Yeah, y'all hear the ladies. Thank you, awkward ladies.
Thank you.
So let's get into it. Actually, we're gonna play a game. I want to play a game before we start off our topics. I've been thinking about a what if. So this is our new foundation game. Is called What If. So let's kick it off with a new spin. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newest game on Awkward Thinking. It's called What If. What if you were something else than you are not today? So I have my favorite contestant, Vincent Brown.
Hi, I'm Paul.
And with that being said, Vince, if you were the opposite sex, how would you like to be hit on?
How would I like? Oh, I feel like.
Oh shit!
Does this sound a little weird? Hello.
Go ahead.
I feel like this is actually a good question because something that I realized a while ago was like, sometimes you know how women be like, "Yo, hitting on me like this is creepy," and you like, bro, this is like a normal ass.
Yeah.
But some shit do be creepy. So one thing I just realized is like walking up behind somebody. Like if you see a shorty walking down the street, especially at night, and you trying to get at her, you don't run up behind somebody like, yo, like, no, nobody fucking want that. Because if I see somebody behind me running up to me in the middle of the fucking night,
I'm gonna be scared.
I'm gonna assume you trying to hurt me. I'm gonna assume you a serial killer or something. So it's gonna be like, seeing that, that's go put fear in me. So I feel like
I hate when people scuffle. Like scuffle their feet behind me. I always think I got jump PTSD. Like I got jumped a lot as a kid. I did.
It's your fucking mouth.
It basically gives me PTSD when people scuffle their feet behind me. But go ahead.
That is sad.
Yeah, it is.
That is sad. How many times did you get your ass beat to be scared of scuffles?
Ooh, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's been a lot.
You was that nigga on the playground that couldn't keep his mouth shut.
But you know what's so crazy? Niggas wanted to fight me for no reason, but we're not talking about that.
All right.
We're talking about how would you like to be hit on?
That shit sound funny. Approach me. Just approach me. Approach me forward, like face to face. I feel like that would be the best way.
Hey, I see you're bored looking at us every single week, every single Thursday, but you have yet to subscribe. Why? We're gonna keep doing this every week, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Awkward Thinking page and follow us at Awkward Thinking. Share our stuff, man. Share our stuff here at Before the Buzz.
Feel about that going through phones?
Shit. It's the bitch nigga approach. I feel like it is.
I'm just saying in general. Even like
from a nigga standpoint, I can tell you from a nigga standpoint, it's the bitch nigga approach. And I've been the bitch nigga in certain instances.
Why is it a bitch nigga though?
Because it's like, I know I'm in the wrong for being in your business in a sense. But at a point, I feel like you're my business. But I don't want to be invading your privacy at that, because it might be some things that you really don't want me to see, as in like you might have some notes that, you know, journals or whatever, you going through something. There's some things that you probably want to carry yourself that you don't want me to see. But I feel like if I'm in your phone, I know I'm looking for something wrong. And that, I feel like that's the insecure, like I don't trust my woman. So that's why I say it's the bitch nigga approach to it.
I'm not going through no phone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like it's I've gone through it, but
it's like I feel like if I get to a point where I feel like I got to go through your phone, like you said, it's already something there. I'm already feeling insecure about something. So it's already got to be something there. Not saying like, all right, if I'm going, for me personally, if I got to go through your phone, then I know already it's something there. And I'm just looking for proof of that or evidence to say like, okay, yeah, this shit was happening and I wasn't tweaking. But going through somebody's phone, I feel like that's a lot. It's like, because you got to be sneaky as fuck about it. Because people don't just be like, can I see your phone? And don't fucking ask me if you can see my phone. The answer is no. Like, I don't believe in that. I'm a grown-ass person. You don't need to see my phone. I don't need to see your phone. If you doing some shit, you doing some shit. It'll come to light.
Now, my ex, we had a situation. This is where our relationship was fresh. I brought some tickets to a concert, right? But I left my laptop open. And she thought that I was texting or being sneaky about it because I ran out the shower and hurried up and closed the fucking computer laptop screen. But I'm just closing the screen because of fucking
you don't want to see, you trying to surprise her.
I'm trying to surprise her, but in her mind she thought, oh, this nigga must be cheating, this nigga must be doing some other shit, some sneaky shit. What I can say to equate that is that's where people sometimes do bring unwanted insecurities, but unwanted baggage into the relationship. That's like a new form of habit, I think. But we're not talking about relationships. But we talk about relationships. I wanted to
go in on that.
Go ahead, please.
If you go come into a relationship, come into that bitch healed. Some of y'all I know personally jump into a new relationship every few months. And if you got to keep jumping in relationships every few months, then that means you're not really looking for something or looking for someone. You're looking for something to fill that void within you. Yeah. And I don't know what that void might be or what it is, but some of y'all got to heal. Some of y'all be going through traumatic shit in these relationships. I'm not a person that believe in like PTSD from relationships is real, but I do get it on a certain level. Some shit is like, take care of yourself, motherfucker. Go to therapy.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's like PTSD in a relationship is real, and this is why I say
I do
real.
agree to an extent, but I feel like
what's the extent?
A lot of people just say that to be like, oh, I got cheated
like the daddy
on.
issues type of shit.
Yeah, and it'd be like if you know you got PTSD, work on that. Don't come in as like. It is. I don't know. Y'all might not have ever watched Grey's Anatomy, but for the people who have, there's two characters, Yang and it's
Yin.
Christina Yang and
the black guy.
No, that's a fucking Chinese person or Asian person.
I don't know. Shit.
And white ginger dude named Hunt, and he's from the army and shit. He's coming from the army. He's working at the hospital. He's suffering from PTSD and shit from the army. And it's like he got into a relationship with her and was like having PTSD. So he and her choking her ass out and shit. And she like he thinking he's still in the middle of war, but it's like for shit like that, heal yourself before you get into relationships, so you don't put that on another person. Yeah, I feel like a lot of times we try to push our problem on the person that we dating, and it's not their problem. It's not their issue. I'm not motherfucker. I'm not Mr. I'm not what the nigga name Bob the Builder. Yeah, I'm not fixing you up. That's not my job. That's not my responsibility. Now, in a relationship, my responsibility is to love and care for you. That's it. It is not to go and fix what the past nigga did. And you can't keep bringing that up. I don't care.
One of my exes had that like a gym, and I always like. I think I said that on a prior episode. Like she said, just because you did me wrong doesn't mean the next man is going to do me wrong. And so I was like, I have to go into this next relationship with an open mind and an open heart. And that's why I said anytime you have to reserve your love for somebody, like I'm not giving my all to that person. And I'm not saying like all like this and that, but if you're not giving your all to, you don't really love that person. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're limiting yourself to not get up that much in love again, that means you really don't aspire to be with this person in the long run. That's how I look at it. Because I look at it like, if love is endless, like anything, it's timeless. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm not giving you a part of myself because I gave this part of this person to this person and they fucked it up, you're a whole different person. So how can I restrict you from this game to play this game? You know what I mean? We talking about past traumas. Mm-hmm. So if I'm not giving you all that means technically I'm not in love with that person.
No.
Like how I think. That's just my opinion.
Because the thing is, sometimes all it is setting boundaries. Like, I know I went through this in my past relationship, and I was too accessible in this area, and because I was too accessible, it got abused. So I can't allow you full access to that, because I've learned to like protect that right now.
Right.
And that got to be fair. But it is like, okay, you're going to have to work on opening that part up to me a little bit more. Or it depends. It depends on what you are requiring from that relationship too. Because if that's one of the things that you don't need, then that's fine. That you don't have to. I don't need that because I don't need it, or I don't want that. But if it's something like, let's say affection, hugging. One of the smallest things. Let's say a person doesn't want to hug anymore, and because I don't want to fucking hug, and because that person doesn't want to hug anymore, then like it's shit. I done kind of lost it. But if that person doesn't want to hug, then that's something you gotta kind of be comfortable with for right now. Mm-hmm. But it is something that is like, but it's kind of like a paradox, because it's like you gotta be comfortable with it, and that's allowing them to heal. But it's also like something they need to just do that shit before they get into a relationship. Mm. Be able to heal, and like you said, just be able to come to me completely, and not be able to and not come to me and have to come to me in parts or separate from your whole, if that makes sense.
Make sure y'all follow the Aqua Thinking Podcast, man. It's your boy Nazi Stacks in the building, and we giving to you every Thursday, every Monday, every fucking week. So make sure you subscribe to us, man. Make it happen. Make it happen for us. Us. Anything Aqua Thinkers and Aqua Thinkettes. Let's get into our first topic. Vincent, what was a time where you had your first crush? What was your first crush?
My first crush, I would say, was Kimani Jackson in kindergarten.
Okay, Kimani.
Are you watching this? We were supposed to get married. We were supposed to be a family by now. But no, she was my first crush. She was, I hate describing her now because I'm a grown-ass man describing
go ahead.
My childhood crush. But like, to me, she was just like, at that time, she was like the prettiest girl in our class. She was nice, and she was just cool. She was like cool people. And I used to think like, okay, like me at this age, like we go be walking down the street one day holding hands. We married, we in a relationship and shit. Mm-hmm. And I remember like, I was like, oh, this is what liking somebody feels like. Right. But nothing ever happened.
For me, it was this girl. Her name was Simone. She had braids. She had like little white beads, all that shit. And then when I look at the pictures, I was like, she wasn't that cute.
That's a fucking kid.
I mean, but I'm saying like, I was going like head over heels, and like I was in kindergarten. But I'm like, this. You was my little, yeah, you know what I mean? But like that was my crush, and it was like me and I forget the guy's name. I hope he's like still alive.
Damn,
I really do. And it was like three of us, and we would just be like, kindergartners. Mm-hmm. And then I had another one in like third grade, and that's when I first met that bitch named Rejection.
I thought you was about to call the kid a bitch. I'm like, damn.
Now, I went to a Catholic school. If you've been listening, I've been talking about this for a long time now. But I went to a Catholic school, and it was Valentine's Day. And I went home. No, it was the day before Valentine's Day, and I went home, and Comcast has this thing.
I don't know about Comcast.
With Comcast, for the people who know, had this little My Choice shit, and it would teach you like little arts and crafts and shit like that. So, it's a Valentine's Day section. They're teaching you how to make an origami fucking flower.
Aw.
Nigga, I ran to the dollar store, got the little, made sure the lines was crispy, all type of shit. Put that bitch in the folder. I said, yep, this is my Valentine's Day gift to her, right? So my hating ass friend Anthony, he goes and says something. I took something from him. I'm a little deviant, whatever the fuck it was, as a kid. So he says something. He says, hey, blank. I'm not gonna say her name. Hey, blank. Nasir likes you. And I looked at that bitch ass nigga and I was like, you bitch. Like, and then it was like, everybody's like, oh, da, da, da. So recess comes, everybody's giving their little cookies and little shit like that, with their little message inside. So I was like, yeah, this is my moment. I pull out that motherfucker. Everybody, like, all the little bitches is like, oh, that shit nice. Da, 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 da. I said, yeah, chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out. So I give her this fucking thing. This pink, it's pink and green. Yeah, it's pink and green. And I give her the fucking flower. And then, you know, school happens, this and this and that. Something just tells me to go to near the teacher's desk, right? I go to the teacher's desk. The shit is in the trash.
I would have whipped that.
Oh my gosh, I was crushed like a motherfucker. But this is where I feel like this is where men needs to teach men how to, you know, take that in and move on. Because then it turned into like, I need to impress this girl, you know, and I think throughout my whole Catholic school career, this was like, she's bad as fuck now, you know, still. But like throughout that whole time, it was me trying to impress her, me trying to get her and all that shit like that. But that was my first time like meeting rejection, and like it felt terrible when it first happened and shit like that. But it was a continuous rejection. Like maybe one day, I was just very persistent. Maybe one day, one day. But no, it's never happened. And then it gets a little weirder. Come 6th grade, I find this little magic shit. This is magic shit. I look up online. I was like, how to like make a love spell on somebody.
Oh, you're sick.
Yeah, bro. It was bad.
You're
it was
sick.
Bad.
Stop admitting shit. You gotta know when to stop. Admitting it.
It was bad, and yeah, it was. Yeah, and I tried to do it. It was like put some twigs right here, and I may be fucking hunted. Like to this day, I probably gave my soul up or some shit. Like doing that shit. I put the twigs and shit like that together, and I said whatever chat they told me to say, and shit still ain't happened. So.
So sad.
Yeah, that was my first time rejection. Hopefully you guys didn't fall asleep during that story, but yeah.
I fell asleep a little. I feel like I've been rejected. And I don't know, maybe it's having sisters where it's like, all right, shit happens. Motherfuckers like, you know, you a person, I'm a person, it's cool. Like, you don't like me, it's cool. I ain't never been one of them people who be like, oh, well, I ain't want your ugly ass anyway.
Yeah, I never been that nigga, bro.
I ain't never been. I just never. I can never do it because, like, I don't know, bro. It's like, why? It don't take all that.
It don't. But I'm. You know, I can take a rejection, but I'm very persistent. Like, I know it might not be now, but I know eventually she'll come around.
But why? That don't sound weird to you?
It do, but I'm not a nigga that's stalking you. You know what I mean? Like, if it comes back around, and then I'm like, oh,
if it's
shit.
meant to be at a beach.
Yeah, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not like, oh, I'm DMing, like, oh, this and this and this and that.
Because I be seeing that, like, I'm in a group chat with, like, 3 of our female friends, and they be sending shit in from, like, what niggas be sending them. And a nigga will text them, like, multiple times, and I'm like, I thought this shit was fake. Like, I ain't really think motherfuckers be sending. You said, hey, how you doing? Oh, good night. I hope you have a good night, pretty, this and that. And it's like, what?
And I've done some weird shit. Like, I've done some weird shit, as in, like, I've DM'd the girl. I had a sex dream, and I DM'd the girl, like, about the dream, and I'm like, bro, she don't know my personality. This is gonna look really fucking creepy. So let me unsend this shit. You know what I mean? But you have to recognize that shit. Like, I don't understand niggas that don't understand the boundaries of rejection, like, or being too much. Like, I remember one time I was saying something, and I told the girl, I said, my fault. I'm advancing my personality onto you. You know what I mean? As in, like, you don't really know me that much. And what I may think is a joke, you see what I'm saying, may be very offensive, or whatever I think is normal, it may be very offensive because you don't know my personality yet. So I apologize for advancing myself onto you. And you can advance yourself verbally onto somebody just as much as you can physically.
Hey, I see you're bored looking at us every single week, every single Thursday, but you have yet to subscribe. Why? We're gonna keep doing this every week, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Awkward Thinking page, and follow us at Awkward Thinking. Share our stuff, man. Share our stuff. here at Before the Buzz.
How did you view like dating as a kid, and did it kill it as you are now an adult?
Dating has definitely been. As a kid, I expected dating to be us sitting down at a restaurant or us going to the movies, shit like that. Us like shit you see on TV, like us going out to places. And maybe college is what killed that for me, because in high school I'm not like I done went to the movies, but that's like normal shit. Yeah. I ain't never go sit down and have dinner though in high school, but in college, all it is a text come through to my room, and or we didn't already met. We be in the same orgs or we in the same class. We don't need to do all that. Like, but you do still need to date. Yeah. But in college, it's more of a come on, let's just hurry up and fuck. Let's get straight to it.
Yeah. And I feel like that is for me. Like even dating now is hard to be romantic nowadays. Like everything is so expected. You know what I mean?
I don't like that expectation.
Yeah, like don't expect me to be,
because it make me not want to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think nowadays, since it's so accessible to fuck now, that it's killed romance. And that's why I feel like now I can't. That's why it's going to be, I don't think it's ever going to be marriage and things of that nature, like eventually. Like as far as like as I keep looking,
still go get married.
Yeah, but you gotta think, bro. Like we come from a time where, well, you know, like not saying we come from a time, but
we're going
into a time where now it's like women are, and this is not like bashing women or nothing like that, but like women, men, they're like the cheating is at an all-time rate, and the sneakiness is at an all-time rate and shit like that. Like nowadays, like you know how like in rap it was the drug dealer being glorified, but now it's the drug user being glorified. So it used to be the main motherfucker being glorified. Now it's the side bitch being glorified. You know, or the sneaky link now. You know what I mean?
It goes back to that rejection thing. Motherfuckers being scared of rejection, and then motherfuckers not knowing their place in the world. Because some of y'all, and this is for men too, some of y'all are hoes because y'all don't, no, for real, you don't know who you are. And so because you don't know who you are, you rather fuck or get fucked by anything that tells you like, oh, this is who you are. And this, because some people will fuck just, I want to feel that comfort of another person.
Yeah.
And it's like, a lot of y'all need to just heal from y'all trauma, y'all childhood traumas and shit, instead of fucking your way to happiness or whatever. Like you don't have to, and then people don't think of themselves as much no more.
Yeah.
Cause your self-esteem means everything. Cause certain shit, like women, y'all gotta realize, as a nigga, it's certain shit I'm not gonna put up with at all.
What's those things you ain't putting up with?
It's no, oh, she cheated on me and I'm taking her back. It's not happening. That shit not happening. Like you coming home, or as long as she know where home is.
Bitch, no.
As long as she know where home is. That was one of the, and again, we didn't talked about social media on this show a lot of times, but social media has aided into that, because social media has taught y'all it's okay to accept bullshit as long as a motherfucker is present for pictures. And that's how it looks. Like don't let nobody shit on you, bro. And you out here, you a good person. You letting people shit on you because you don't feel like you deserve more. You remember we was talking about that? Where it's like you accept certain shit because you feel like this is what I deserve.
Oh yeah, yeah. And the 4 agreements is basically like your internal voice is always gonna judge you. You know what I mean? So if somebody is judging you less than how you judge yourself, you're gonna tolerate as much shit as they give you. Yeah.
So you just a lot of us just need to really love ourselves better. And a lot of parents, y'all need to put more love on y'all kids. Stop tearing them niggas down, bro. Stop talking about them and what a muff. You know something that I don't feel like, or didn't realize was creepy until I just got a lot older though. My auntie, and I do love her, but my auntie kind of like raised my little cousin, and certain things that she's taught my little cousin, it's like, I remember as kids we would be playing around, don't scratch her up, no man is gonna want her if she's scratched up, don't do that. And she's fucking 10, she's 8.
I don't know, gang. That might be it.
But that I feel like stuff like that isn't okay to tell a kid. Don't do this. It's your appearance.
So let me ask you this question: we know a lot of male black men are raised by single black women.
No.
Listen.
We don't know that.
A good majority. I'm gonna go out in the ignorant thought and say a good majority. So I want to say this: is it to blame for the women who are the single mothers that are raising these men to have these thoughts? Is it on them? Is it on a woman's placement that they have this direction of it?
But that's like I don't feel like that's fair to just be like, oh, is it the woman's fault? Because she like you doing it by yourself.
You're teaching a man how to treat a woman, right? You're raising a man.
So look, what I would say to that is some of y'all mothers do raise y'all kids poorly. Or in a way that isn't okay. Some of y'all use y'all kids as accessories and shit, and some of y'all are raising and it is sad, but some of y'all raise, especially mothers who have kids or sons, y'all raise y'all son to be the man that you wanted, and then you fuck up his relationships that he have with other women because you feel like
you wanted the preference. You wanted to raise a preference.
My cousin, this nigga got into the streets and started selling drugs because his mother needed somebody to bring in the money, and she encouraged the shit. So it's like, for shit like that, yes, you are part of the problem, but of course we know that an absent father is also a part of the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but some of y'all need to just ask y'all mothers why y'all fathers ain't there, and that's all I'm gonna say. Ask your father or ask your mother what really happened why your father isn't there, because some of y'all mothers told y'all fathers they couldn't see you unless they was in a relationship with your mother.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of problems. But we straying off.
Yeah, we are.
But
we are.
I just feel like to bring it back,
dating in this new era. Go ahead.
To bring it back to, I'm trying to think what was our last point.
It was basically like, oh, you want the question?
What was it? You said the shit about the mother. Is it her fault for raising a kid who doesn't know how to? Yeah, to treat. I can't just put that all on a mother.
On a mother, yeah.
Because it just depends on a lot of shit. Because even though you being raised by your mother, there's always outside,
and all of your friends.
It's outside like influences, and you your own person. I know niggas personally. It's my siblings who was raised by my mother, and looking back, I do feel like it's some questionable shit my mother has taught all of us.
Yeah.
Like, my mother at one point, I remember us being raised, my mother would teach us, her sons, basically, don't let no woman use you. And which I do believe in. Don't let no woman use you. Don't let no woman just use you for your resources and shit. It's not like that. But she also, I remember at times hearing her tell my sisters, don't sleep with a man if he doesn't have anything, which I don't feel like is the same thing. I feel like
that's a real lesson, because
it's not.
Because look, I look at it from a different perspective. I look at that as in like, don't sleep with a fucking bum. You know what I mean?
Sleep with who you want to sleep with, that wants to sleep with you. But I just feel like on past episodes I've called that hoe shit.
I don't think that's hoe shit.
It is. If you telling somebody, all right, for us to fuck, I need a bill paid, you're a prostitute. You're a prostitute.
I don't think so.
You're a sex worker.
What is you're providing a service. That doesn't necessarily mean she has to fuck to get her bills paid. There's some women out here that's getting their bills paid and not fucking.
If you are telling a motherfucker they have to do something for you in order for you to do something for them, that's a transaction. It is now a transaction. Cause sex is not. I know when I'm having sex.
If you buy somebody some Wendy's, and she says thank you, and then give you pussy right after that.
Different.
That's the same thing as possible. So saying that
but if you are coming out your mouth, I'm not giving up pussy or I'm not giving up dick until a bill is paid, you're a sex worker. That's all that is. You're a sex worker. Cause I know I'm gonna get a nut off, but I know you probably go get more nuts off than me. You gonna leave this bitch satisfied just as well as I am. Mm. And sometimes I done left some shit not satisfied, but you done left this bitch, and I'm in a group chat now cause of how you just left out of here. Like, that's what I mean. Sex is not a one-sided thing, and I feel like a lot of us were taught it's just one-sided. Like the nigga only gets something, and as a nigga who be doing his thing, I know I'm not the only one getting something. We both get something up out of it, so I'm not paying no fucking bill for you, and you just got more than what I just got up out of it. Yeah,
right, so what is an even transaction within that?
Sex is its own even transaction. There's no sex is not supposed to be a monetary thing. I don't have to provide a bill or anything for your nasty ass.
But you believe, all right? So if it's an even, if it's an even thing, then I feel like then you shouldn't court somebody.
What?
You shouldn't court somebody. If sex is on an equal plane, if you're going to take her out to the movies, if you're doing this, are you doing all these activities?
Okay, that's not the same thing. Some of those are things that we do to get to know each other before we have sex, and that's normal. That's okay. Me taking you out to dinner before we have sex is not like that's
warming the pussy up.
But that's not me like intentionally. I need to feed her so we can have sex. It's no. All right, come on,
but that is the intent, though. That is niggas' thought process. I'm about to go take her out to eat, and she about to go. We about to go fuck after that.
That's if you already know y'all already doing shit like that. But if you like, if I don't take her out to eat, then I know we ain't gonna have sex. Then you know that the meal was the thing that cost the sex. So the meal is the transaction at that point, and it depends on who you fucking with. Because again, it's. Motherfucker, I ain't took a motherfucker out to eat and I don't know how long.
Shit, I don't know.
But shit still be happening. And that's what I mean. It's like you don't always have to do something in order to get sex. But sex, you can do certain shit like, let's come over and watch a movie before we have sex. Let's like just get more comfortable with each other. Let's get a little bit more intimate with each other.
Don't even be dialogue. It's just really be like, this is just background music. We already know what we came here for.
And it just depends. Because in those situations, if we both know we are here for sex, that means, especially if this is not our first time, that means we both are getting something up out of it. Whatever you feel like you getting up out of it, is what you get up out of it. Whatever I get up out of it is what I get up out of it. But that mutual exchange is going to be through sex. We're not going to have sex and then expect me to pay a bill. I'm not a fucking, I'm just not one of them niggas.
You're not a pimp.
I'm not. And I don't think that's a pimp, but I'm not.
I don't think that's a pimp.
I'm not paying for
You're a
sex.
customer. You're not a customer.
And then y'all don't even be having $40 worth of pussy on y'all to be charging a nigga for a bill, bro. Like I'm so serious when I say that. I'm so serious. Like some of y'all don't, cause sometimes, and this ain't to just go in, but sometimes
you on your soapbox.
That motherfucker being a little wet and slippery does not mean it's good.
It don't.
Sex is not just me fucking you. Like I don't want that. That's boring to me. It's like what we doing? I can buy something at this point, a fucking $1 or something. Sex need to be both of us into that, and like we locked in and we like both enjoying and we both having fun. And I need you to be going all out just as well as I am. If I'm moving you over, bitch, move me, pick me up.
Yeah.
Throw me on the bed. I want to see that. Come on.
Spread your legs open or something.
But for real, I just need. It's like sex got to be more than just me doing the work. And then me feeling like I'm doing the work, because then shit, if I'm doing everything, I need a bill paid. And I got at least $80 worth of dick.
I got 50.
That is sad.
Yep.
But nah, sometimes pussy, like, that's just the thing. Pussy don't pay bills. It can. It can. But if it's going to pay bills, you need to have that.
Theatrical pussy can pay bills.
Nah, even regular pussy.
No. Theatrical pussy would be like.
I thought you meant like porn when you said theatrical.
No. I mean like a bitch doing some shit that you like. You know what?
You need your nails done.
You need your hair done.
I feel like you had the hairstyle in for like a week now.
Like this. Come on,
let's switch it up.
Go ahead, please. Nah. Like but with that being said, ladies and gentlemen. It's about that time where we leave you with a positive message to get through the week. So I'm going to turn the tables to Vince.
I had.
You had a lot. You had a lot to say.
I feel like I've been dropping all my positive messages. So I'm gonna go through a couple. Don't have no fucking kid just to dress it up. Don't have no kid just to raise the men that you didn't have. Don't have kids like they're not accessories. These niggas come with their own problems. They come with their own life, their own trauma, all that. Don't bring a kid into this world just because you want to dress it up and take pictures of it on Instagram. Don't have less than $40 worth of pussy asking for a bill to be paid. That's very important.
Come with that shit. Come with that shit or go home.
Don't be out here doing dumb shit. And if you 46, bitch, you do not have a sneaky link. What you doing? You don't have a sneaky link. You 46. You 46. You don't have a sneaky link. So leave it alone. Leave some shit for the young people. Ain't no reason why your big grown ass sneaking around at 46 talking about sneaky link this, sneaky link that. Bro. Get off Facebook. Get off the social media. Leave that shit for the kids, bro. Yeah. And that's it. Nobody. It's just motherfuckers do be like a sneaky. I'm at work, like, I hear sneaky. Bitch, what you doing with a sneaky link? What?
You 46.
You
kid 15.
You got a fucking kid in college. Why is you sneaking around? What is you sneaking around? You got an empty fucking house.
Oh my God. Her kid 15.
It's just like, unless you, a sneaky link, you can only have a sneaky link when you fucking somebody you not supposed to be fucking. That person is either normally in another relationship, a marriage, whatever, or you yourself is in a relationship or a marriage, some shit like that, and y'all are sneaking around, or y'all just not. No one's supposed to know y'all are messing around. Like, it's a difference between being discreet and just being an adult and shit, and then having a sneaky link. Sneaky links, you doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing. And if you 46 doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing, you need your ass whooped. Like, grown ass people.
I don't even see that shit. Just threw me the fuck off. I just say this. Shit, date who you want to date.
Except for if they're younger than you.
Except for if they're younger than you, because I also believe that, like, dating,
there should be age limits.
I don't even know what to say. I'm so out of loss for words. I would just say this shit. Like, shit. If you wanna date somebody, date them and have an open mind when you are dating them. Don't close off to a person because you're dealing with past issues or anything like that. Be open and be accessible. Don't go wild out. You know what I mean? You don't have to be like, oh, I've been molested or I've been this and this and that first date. You know what I mean? But like, just get to know a motherfucker. Like, you know, just be cool about the shit. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I don't
come healed. Do not come broken. Come healed.
Yes, come healed. And if you are broken, come this way. I'll take your ass up. All right. I'm Nas.
I'm Vince.
Thank you for being awkward. See you next week.
All right, let's